What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So on to the boxing talk, and let's talk about the boxing with the youngins, right? The young dudes that's what, 25 and under in boxing. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. So Devin Haney and Shakur were one time really good friends. And what happens when you're in the same competitive field? You eventually become rivals, at least until you fight, right? Until you fight and get it over with, you become rivals. So I remember this too, after Devin Haney gets the win against Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson get in the ring and he started acting like he Debo. First he started talking Lomachenko won that fight. He won that fight. Lomachenko got robbed. He won that fight. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then he starts basically insinuating that Devin is scared of him. He running. You see how quick they got up out the ring. And he'll whoop on Devin. Devin them don't want to see him. All this and all of that, right? And just start talking crazy. And so Devin Haney said, okay, cool. Let's send you a fight offer. Fight offer was offering Shakur Stevenson 25% of the earnings. Shakur say he ain't taking no 25%. That's disrespectful. I'm paraphrasing. He ain't taking that. That's a duck move. That's Devin's way of ducking. Devin is a duck, duck, duck. He ain't taking that. He ain't to stop talking to him. And so many words. Hey, leave me alone. You said 25%. I ain't taking that. That's crazy. Devin like, hold on. This is going to be the most you ever made in your last couple of fights combined with 25%. What's the deal? Take it, bro. Especially if you think you can beat me. And I agree with Dev, right? Listen, man, Shakur was talking crazy, talking wild, talking like he'll stomp a hole in Devin's ass. And Shakur had all the fans rallying behind him, especially after he started doing that. Lomachenko won that fight. He won that. All of that shit, when he was doing all of that, he got a whole big fan base that never existed around Shakur ever. I've been watching Shakur for a long time. Felt like the boy is extremely skilled. He's a special fighter. He never was a draw. People called him boring. People said he was a runner. People said he's not. It's just what he do. He doing the Mayweather stuff. It's not crowd pleasing at all. He didn't have a large fanfare. Now overnight after he say Lomachenko got robbed, everybody riding with him. They can't wait to see Shakur back in the ring. They can't wait to see Shakur whoop Devin's ass. All that shit, right? For all that fanfare he get overnight, them people is not going to buy Shakur's fight unless he fighting Devin. And even then, he's not a big draw. They ain't been supporting him that whole time. Them people just came overnight only because he said Lomachenko really won. That's the only reason them fans riding with him. I look at that Shakur social media, all these newfound fans. You made me a fan yesterday because you said Lomachenko won. Fuck out of here, dog. So yeah, Shakur ain't got no fanfare. He don't got no belts at the weight class at Devin's weight class at all. So he really don't bring that. He really ain't bringing much to the table right now. So if you're that confident you're gonna whoop and smoke Devin, take the 25%, whoop him, beat him convincingly, and then after that you have a rematch and you can reverse the turns on Devin and then you can start dictating your way around the board like a boss is supposed to do. Alright, cool. Give me the 25%, dog. Like I said, it's gonna be more than he made in his last 3 fights. Shakur Stevenson's entire career earnings are estimated at $6.5 million. Last year, when Devin Haney took a smaller piece of the pie in the Kambosos fights, he made over $16 million and won all the belts at 135. Then defended them twice. Excuse me. So Dev had to take around 30% or less to fight Kambosos twice. He did it. He felt confident in his skills and his skill set that he was gonna whoop and smoke George Kambosos. So he said, okay, cool. I'll take the smaller piece of the pie. Both of the fights can be in Australia, your backyard. I can come to your hometown. It's cool. You set all the conditions. I'ma sign off on it. I'ma smoke you and become top dog. Shakur, sign off on that 25%. You're gonna get more than what you've been making, so you're gonna make some good millions. Go out there and smoke Devin if you that confident in your abilities. And then you can change the terms around and dictate the terms. Do it just like that. If you really with it, sometimes you got to do that. And if you don't really bring much to the table in order to gain leverage. It's just what you got to do. If you confident in your abilities, go in there and fuck Devin up. and go ahead and now you can be the boss and you can dictate all terms and per splits and so on and so forth. You know, if you want to be the big dog, take the fight, then dictate the terms in the rematch. That's it. But again, man, like, what is, come on, it's not, because I see all the Shakur fans, the newfound Shakur fans, especially, the ones that just started riding with him because he defended Lomachenko and Lomachenko felt like he got robbed. All them newfound Shakur fans in there, they have got to be fair. They got to be fair to Devin. Do what's right for Shakur, Devin. They don't do Shakur like that. Don't do Shakur. Shakur deserves better. That's wrong for them to do Shakur like that. Don't do Shakur like the man. Shakur been talking more shit than a little bit. Him and the Shakur fans. And again, I'm a fan of that brother's talent and abilities and his skill, but I was disappointed in how that brother responded to Devin Haney's win. And how he was just acting like it was a robbery of the highest proportions. I don't care if you had Lomachenko winning the fight. To say that fight was a robbery, come on, that's ridiculous. Anybody that knows boxing know that fight was razor thin close, and Shakur knows boxing. He went out there thinking he was going to garner a whole lot of fanfare by saying Lomachenko won, which he did, fake fanfare. We're going to see how it translated in his next couple of fights, because he's not going to be fighting Devin Haney because he ain't taking that 25%. We're going to see what his fanfare looks like and see what and if it helped him. But yeah, trying to gain fanfare with, you know, other certain crowds and certain communities within the boxing world. So he went out there trying to act like Devin robbed Lomachenko was a robbery of the highest proportions. Dog, you got a trained eye. You know that. Then that's when he came back and said, well, I felt it was a draw after he came back and saw the fight. Yeah, your grandfather and them was like, hold on. What are you doing, son? What are you doing? Shakur, sit your ass down. Nah, dog, that ain't right. That ain't cool. We ain't fooling with that, man. That ain't cool. We don't like that. Don't come out here doing all of that. You know, but yeah, because you already know Devin became public enemy number one after that. And he because he got a rivalry with Devin, now you're going to act like it was a robbery of the biggest proportions? So yeah, man, like, no. Ain't no, oh, be right to him, do right. No, man. He ain't got no belts at the weight class. He not a draw. He not even the draw Ryan Garcia was at all. At all, not even close. Not the draw that Tank is. He not a bigger draw or as big as a draw as Devin. Let's be for real. He not. So, take the 25% and then you come out top dog. Talking about beef. You got to be fair to Shakur. Shakur been talking crazy shit, man. Nah, fuck that. Get in the ring. You talking crazy about me. Talking crazy about my name. Take the 25%. It's going to be more than you made in your last 3-4 fights combined. Let's get it in. If you feel like you the better man, come in and whoop my ass. And then you can give me the 25%. You can dictate the terms. We can have a rematch clause in the fight. And then you can become the A side. You become the top dog. But until then, nah, bro. Don't be calling Devin no duck. You a duck. It's a duck move. No, man. This ain't like, you know, if Errol Spence offered Terrence Crawford 25% and he's a champion in the weight class and he been there putting in work and he been in there stopping dudes left and right and he done built up a lot of fanfare. You know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't, you know, he's been a champion across all these different weight classes and he's #1 pound for pound. Errol can't do that to Terrence Crawford, giving him 25%. But Shakur ain't in nobody pound for pound right now. He ain't got no belts in the weight class. He not a big draw. Don't got a big following. So no, take the 25%. And then after, if you are who you say you are, you should smoke Devin. You know what I mean? And then you come in and be the dude. But until then, no, ain't no duck. Ain't no duck. Accept them terms and whoop his ass, and then you keep it moving. Then you dictate the terms, and you become the A side. Simple as that.